Namo Namaha. Welcome back, dear children. In today's session, we are going to start with a new chapter, that is Shishu Lalanam. Shishu means child and Lalanam means pampering. So Shishu Lalanam means pampering children. Students, the lesson Shishu Lalanam is presented in the form of a dialogue, and this dialogue has been extracted from the fifth act of the play Kundamala, composed by the great dramatist Dingnag. It is said that Dingnag was an Indian Buddhist scholar and was one of the Buddhist founders of Indian logic. His play Kundamala is based on the great epic Ramayana composed by Maharshi Valmiki. The plot or the story of the play is borrowed from the Uttarakanda of the Ramayana, which is based on the latter half part of Lord Rama's life. Students, we already know the story of Ramayana, right? Ram, Lakshman and Sita returned from the exile. Lord Rama was coronated as the king of Ayodhya, but people started questioning about Sita. So, for the sake of his people and for the good name of his illustrious family, Lord Rama abandoned Sita. The events after the incident are covered in this play. Though the play is based on the story of Ramayana, the poet has made numerous changes in the original plot in order to heighten the dramatic effect. For example, the end of the original Ramayana is tragic, wherein Ram and Sita get separated forever, whereas Kundamala ends with the happy reunion of Ram and Sita. Sita was accepted back by Lord Rama, and Kush and Love were respectfully anointed or crowned as the king and prince. All ends happily. The present lesson is taken from the fifth act of the play Kundamala. The act opens with an arrival of Kush and Love. They have arrived to recite the Ramayana composed by the great sage Valmiki in the presence of Lord Ram. Lord Ram is not aware of their identity and believes them to be Brahmanas. But at their mere sight, he finds himself overwhelmed with strange yet spontaneous feelings of affection. Even Love and Kush are meeting the Lord Rama for the first time, but they feel great respect for him. This conversation of Lord Rama with the two boys reveals his kindness and the loving aspect of his character. When he embraces them, he feels as if he is embracing his own sons. The dialogue also reveals the extreme innocence of the boys and their high sense of courtesy and etiquette. I hope you will enjoy the lesson. So let's get started with the chapter Shishu Lalanam. Here is the Natyamshaha. I'll read it out. Simhasanasthaha Ramaha Tatah Pravishatah Vidushakenopadisyamana Margau Tapasau Kushalavau Vidushakah Ita Aryau Kushalavau रामम उपसृत्य प्रणम्य च अपि कुशलं महाराजस्य रामः युष्मद्दर्शनात् कुशलमिव भवतोः किं वयमत्र कुशलप्रश्नस्य भाजनम् एव न पुनरतिथिजनसमुचितस्य कण्ठाश्लेषस्य परिष्वज्य अहो हृदयग्राही स्पर्शः. I hope you have understood the pronunciation of words. Now let's see the words with Sandhi or Sanyogah from the given Natyamshaha. The words with Sandhi or Sanyogah are Vidushakenopadishyamana Margau, Ita Aryau, Kushalamiva, Vayamatra, Punaratithi Jana Samuchitasya. Now let's see the dissolution of these words. Vidushakenopadishyamana Margau. The dissolution is Vidushakena plus Upadishyamana Margau. Ita Aryau. The dissolution is Itaha plus Itaha plus Aryau. Kushalamiva is an example of Sanyogah and the dissolution is Kushalam plus Iva. Vayamatra is also an example of Sanyogah and the dissolution is Vayam plus Atra. Punaratithi jana samuchitasya, the dissolution is Punaha plus Atithi jana samuchitasya. Now let's try to understand the meanings of the words and the translation of the Natyamshaha. Simhasanasthaha Ramaha means Ram is seated on the throne. Tataha pravishatah vidushakena upadishyamana margau tapasau kushalavau. Tataha then pravishatah enter. Vidushakena by gesture. Upadishyamana margau means being led or being guided. Tapasau young ascetics. Kushalavau kush and love. Then enter the two young ascetics, Love and Kush, being led or being guided by the jester. Vidushakaha, the jester says, Itaha itaha Aryau. This way, Aryau, noble boys. This way, noble boys. Kushalavau, Ramam upasrutya pranamya cha. Upasrutya means having approached. Pranamya, having bowed down. Approaching Lord Rama and having bowed down to him. Api kushalam maharajasya? Is it all well with the great king? It means, His Highness, are you fine? Ramah vadati, Yushmat darshanat kushalamiva. Yushmat darshanat means just by your sight. Kushalamiva, it means I am feeling great, fine. I am feeling great just by your sight. Bhavatoho kim vayamatra kushala prashnasya bhajanam eva. Bhavatoho, it means of both of yours. Vayam, here Ram is referring himself with the pronoun vayam. Atra, here. Kushala prashnasya bhajanam. Bhajanam means worthy. Kushala prashnasya, of your queries about my welfare. Am I worthy only of your queries about my welfare? Na punaratithi jana samuchitasya kanthashleshasya. Na punaha atithi jana samuchitasya means proper for guests. Kanthashlesha means embracing, and not of embracing guests as it is proper for them. The translation of the sentence is, am I worthy only of your queries about my welfare and not of embracing guests as it is proper for them? Here, Lord Rama wants to say that I am not satisfied just with your questions about my well-being. I would like to have the pleasure of embracing my guests. Parishvajya, embracing. Aho hrudayagrahi sparshaha. Hrudayagrahi means captivating to the heart. Sparshaha, touch. The touch is captivating to the heart. It means it is delightful. I hope that you have understood the translation. Now let's see Visheshan Visheshya Padani from the given Natyamshaha. The word Simhasanasthaha is the Visheshanam of the word Ramaha. The words Upadishyamana Margau and Tapasau are the Visheshane of the word Kushalavau. Atithi Jana Samuchitasya is the Visheshanam of the Vishesham Kanthashleshasya, and Hrudayagrahi is the Visheshanam of the word Sparshaha. This conversation of Lord Rama with Love and Kush indicates that he is meeting them for the first time and is not aware of their identity. But when he embraces them, he feels as if he is embracing his own sons. And that's why he says, Aho Hrudayagrahi Sparshaha. I hope you have understood this Natyamshaha. Now let's see the Agrimaha Natyamshaha. Here is the Natyamshaha. I'll read it out. आसनार्धमुपवेशयति उभौ वदतः राजासनं खल्वेतत् न युक्तमध्यासितुं। रामः वदति सव्यवधानं न चारित्रलोपाय तस्मादङ्कव्यवहितमध्यास्यतां सिंहासनम्। अङ्कमुपवेशयति उभौ अनिच्छां नाटयतः राजन् अलमतिदाक्षिण्येन। Now let's see the words with sandhihi or sanyogah from the given natyamshah. The words with sandhihi or sanyogah are asanardham upaveshayati, khalvetat, yuktamadhyasitum, tasmadanka vyavahitamadhyasyatam, ankamupaveshayati, and alamati dakshinyena. Let's see the dissolution of these words. Asanardham upaveshayati is an example of sanyogah and the dissolution is asanardham plus upaveshayati. Khalvetat, the sandhi vichhedah is khalu plus etat. Yuktamadhyasitum is also an example of sanyogah and the dissolution is yuktam plus adhyasitum. Tasmadanka vyavahitam adhyasyatam, the dissolution is tasmat plus anka vyavahitam plus adhyasyatam. Ankam upaveshayati is an example of sanyogah and the dissolution is ankam plus upaveshayati. Alamati dakshinyena is also an example of sanyogah and the dissolution is alam plus ati dakshinyena. Now let me take you to the meanings of the words and the translation of the natyamshah. Asanardham upaveshayati. Asanardham, half part of the throne. Upaveshayati, he makes them sit. He makes them sit on half part of the throne. Ubhau, both of them. Rajasanam khalu etat. This is indeed throne. Na yuktam adhyasitum. Na yuktam means it is not proper or it is not appropriate for us, adhyasitum, to sit on it. This is indeed throne. It is not appropriate for us to sit on it. Ramah vadati savyavadhanam na charitra lopaya. Savyavadhanam means with obstruction. Na charitra lopaya, it doesn't cause any violation of moral or ethical behavior. With an obstructing object, it doesn't cause any violation of moral or ethical behavior. Tasmad anka vyavahitam adhyasyatam simhasanam. Tasmat, so or therefore. Anka means lap. Vyavahitam means obstructed. Adhyasyatam means be seated. Simhasanam, throne. The meaning of the sentence is, therefore, sit on this throne intervened or obstructed by my lap. Here, Lord Rama says to Kush and Love that if you find it inappropriate to sit on the throne, then sit on my lap. It won't be inappropriate or against the ethical behavior. Ankam upaveshayati. He makes them sit on his lap. Ubhau, both of them. Anichham natayatah means showing indifference or displaying discomfort. Rajan alam ati dakshinyena. O king, please don't be so courteous. I hope you have understood the translation. Now, let me take you to Visheshan Visheshya Padani. There is only one pair of Visheshan Visheshya Padam. The word Anka Vyavahitam is the Visheshanam of the Vishesham Simhasanam. When Lord Rama insists Love and Kush to sit on his throne, they hesitate to do so and consider it to be the breach of proper behavior. Then Lord Rama asks them to sit on his lap and says that sitting on the lap would not cause any violation of proper, good or ethical behavior. This indicates the loving aspect of Lord Rama's character. I hope you have understood this Natyamshah. Now let me take you to the Agrimaha Natyamshah. Here is the Natyamshah. I'll read it out. Ramaha vadati alamati shalinataya भवति शिशुजनो वयोनुरोधात् गुणमहतामपि लालनीय एव व्रजति हिमकरोऽपि बालभावात् पशुपतिमस्तककेतकच्छदत्वम्. Let's see the words with sandhihi or sanyogah. अलमतिशालीनतया शिशुजनो वयोनुरोधात् गुणमहतामपि लालनीय एव and himakaropi. Now let's see the dissolution of these words. Alamati shalinataya is an example of sanyogah and the dissolution is alam plus atishalinataya. Shishujano vayonurodhat gunamahataamapi. The dissolution is shishujanaha plus vayaha plus anurodhat plus gunamahatam plus api. Lalaniya eva, the dissolution is lalaniyah plus eva. And himakaropi, the sandhi vichchedah is himakarah plus api. Before we proceed to see the translation of the Natyamshah, let's see the Anvayah of the verse. Here is the Anvayah. Gunamahatam api vayonurodhat shishujanah lalaniyah eva bhavati. Balabhavat hi himakarah api pashupati mastaka ketaka chhadatvam vrajati. Now let's see the meanings of the words and the translation of the Natyamshah. Ramaha vadati alamati shalinataya. Alamati shalinataya means don't be so modest. Bhavati shishujano vayonurodhat gunamahataamapi lalaniyah eva. Shishujanaha means children. Vayonurodhat means due to their young age. Gunamahataamapi means even by those who are great due to their merits. Lalaniyah means worthy of being pampered or deserve to be pampered. The meaning of the first two lines of the verse is children due to their young age deserve to be pampered even by those who are great due to their merits. Vrajati himakaropi balabhavat pashupati mastaka ketaka chhadatvam. Himakarah means the moon. Balabhavat means due to its young age. Pashupati mastaka ketaka chhadatvam. Pashupati means Lord Shiva. Pashupati mastaka, on the head of Lord Shiva. Ketaka chhadatvam means attains the beauty of ketaki leaf. The meaning of the last two lines is even the moon due to its young age attains the beauty of ketaki leaf on the head of Lord Shiva. The translation of the verse is children due to their young age deserve to be pampered even by those who are great due to their merits. Even the moon due to its young age attains the beauty of ketaki leaf on the head of Lord Shiva. I hope you have understood the translation. Now let's see Visheshan Visheshya Padani from the given Natyamshah. There is only one pair of Visheshan Visheshya Padam. The word Lalaniyah is the Visheshanam of the word Shishujanaha. The verse says, even the most elderly and honorable people would pamper children owing to their young age, just as the moon rests on the head of Lord Shiva due to its young age. In this verse, the crescent moon has been described as the moon in its young age. And this crescent moon attains the status of a crown made of ketaki leaves on the forehead of Lord Shiva. What a beautiful description. Students, I hope that you have understood the verse. Students, I would like to end the explanation here. We will meet again with the next part of the lesson. Dhanyavadaha. Punarmilamah.